Good morning children. Today we are going to start new chapter 12, Algebraic Expressions. Let us start this chapter with an example. Suppose we are having a box plus 5 equal to 12. So instead of box we are writing x plus 5 equal to 12. So this x is called variables. Variable means any letter we can use, or unknowns we can say. The unknown is represented by a letter, right? These only we are calling in algebra. Algebra deals with variables and unknown. It's a very important branch of mathematics only, algebra. So algebra is involved with the numbers, we can say. Now variables we can say. Moreover, we are always used to find the unknowns in the algebra. So we can say that these are expressions or sometimes equations are helpful in formulating puzzles and problems also. And also you have seen many examples in the chapter simple equations. Last year also you started learning algebraic expressions. Then again you continued with the simple equations, so you are having some idea regarding about algebra. So mainly algebra dealings with the variables and unknowns only. This is one of the important branch of mathematics. Now how our expressions are formed, see that one. The next topic is how our expressions are formed. Okay, how our expressions are formed. Now let us see that before learning expressions, let us see the variables. What is meant by variables? Variables or literals, we have learned that it is represented by any letter A, B, X, Y, Z, like that, right? That means it can take any values. Next comes constants. On the other hand, what we are learning about constants. Constants are having fixed value. For example, -4, 100, 5, like that we can write. So variables are letters only. They are denoted, they are called, they can take any value. That means their values are varying. Constant is the other term, that is they are having a fixed value. Examples -4, 100 and 5. Now we have to learn about what is a what will happen when we combine these variables and constant with the operations. Let us see that x minus 4. What is happening here? We are combining the variables and constant with the operation. Which operation? Subtraction. Similarly, 100y. What we have done? We have multiplied y, that is a variable, with a number, right? So we are getting an expression. That means it is called an expression, algebraic expressions, and we are not equating anything to, means we are not equating to anything. That means here x minus 4 is equal to something, we are not telling. 100y equal to something, we are not telling. We are just saying that x minus 4, and we are saying that 100y. We are suppose I have written 5x, so then I can say that 5xy. So all these terms I am not equating to anything. So what are the terms? These all are called algebraic expressions. So what is the meaning of this one? We are combining the variables and the constants. We are combining the variables and constants by using different operations. So what we have to write means we use different operations. We use different operations, which are the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division on the variables and constants, right? On the variables and constants to form expressions. Okay, So for example, I'll write 2x plus 3y. So what is this one? Variables are there, x is there, y is there. So and the numbers are there, that is 2 and 3, that we are called as a constant, and it is connected with the operation which one? Addition. For example, another example I'll take 4x plus 7. That is, what is the meaning of this one? 7 is added to 4x, right? So the constant is 7 here, and 4x is having variable x, and the number is 4 only, and both are connected with which operations? It is addition. So when we are using this one, that is product 4x is added to 7 also, we can say, right? So this, what is the meaning of this one? We are using different operations. Addition, it can be addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, and on variables and constants to make the expressions. So in simple equations, what you have studied, suppose x plus 5 equal to 12, you are having a equality sign there. So when you are talking about expressions, there is no equality sign. What is the meaning? When you are talking about expressions, there is no equality sign. That is the difference between the equation and the expressions. So we are studying about algebraic expression now, right? Now later, first only you have studied about algebraic equation. So what is the difference between this one? Both are having the same only, but here we will get an additional equality sign. Here we are not making equal to something, right? So that is called algebraic expression, and where equal sign is involved, then we can call it as a equation. So for example, I'll write just x square, and I'll write here x square plus 2 equal to 10. So we are equating to something. That equal sign we cannot see here in the expression. Now let us see the examples. How we are getting x square? X square we are getting by x into x. That is, we are multiplying x, right? X is multiplying 2 times, and we are getting x square. Similarly, 4 into 4, we can write a 4 square when we are talking about the numbers. Now the next one I will take 4 xy only. So how we are getting that one? 4 into x into y. Right? So we are getting the terms like this only, multiplying some numbers or variables. Now when we are taking about 2y square, how we are getting that one? 2 into y square, right? Now when we go for x plus y, we are getting how y is added to x. We are getting y is added to x only. Next, 4xy minus 5. What is the meaning of this one? First we will calculate the product of 4xy. First we will calculate the product of 4xy. From that we have to subtract 5. Correct? So 5 is subtracted from the product of 4xy. So what is the meaning of this one? 5 is subtracted from 4xy. So how we are getting terms? Terms means, or algebraic expression means, terms are added to form the expressions. What is the meaning? Terms are added to form expressions. So what is meant by terms now? Terms are added to form expressions. So see the example, 5xy plus 10 is an expression. What is it? It is called an expression. Means algebraic expressions. Now I'll divide it into 2 parts because 2 terms are there here. So first term is 5xy, the second one is 10, right? These are called terms. Terms are separated by operations only, most probably plus we can say or minus we can say. So this expression is divided into 2 parts, that is called terms. So 5xy and 10 are added. Now another example you see, 4x square minus 3y. This is also called as an expression. We are not equating to anything, right? So I'll write it is an expression only. Now see how many parts are there here. I can draw like this, and here I'll write a 4x square, and I'll write here minus 3y. That means I can say that minus 3y is added to 4x square also. So we are getting terms now, right? So an expressions are formed when the terms are added. When the terms are added, what we will get? Expressions only. Now how we are getting terms, that is the next question. How we are getting terms? How we are getting terms, that is the next question. So terms, if you see, that is 4x square. How we are getting 4x square? So 4 into x into x, that is the result of 4x square. Now minus 3y, what is the result for minus 3 into y? What is the result for 4xy? What we can write? 4 into x into y. What is for 100y square? 100 into y into y. Now I'll come to the number 16. How I'll get? 4 into 4, right? I can write 8 into 2 also. So these 8 and 2 are called factors of 16 and also 4, right? Many way you can tell that 1 and 16 also factor only. Same way, when we are taking the terms, we can make them as a product of the variables as well as the numbers. So 4x square equal to 4 into x into x, that is the product of 4 and x 2 times making 4x square, right? Minus 3y means minus 3 into y. 4xy means 4 into x into y. So 100y square means 100 into y into y. So these part are called factors. How we are writing like this? No, that is called factors. So for getting terms, what we should do? Factors are multiplied to get the terms. So the basic is factors, right? Then what will get? Terms. Then what is going to get? Expressions, right? So these are the terms you have to remember. The how the expressions are formed means, what is the term we have to use? Terms are added to form the expressions. Now how we are getting the terms? We are getting terms by taking the product of factors. Factors means further we cannot factorize. So 4 into x into x. X into x is the least form. Further we cannot write. That is x square we have written is x into x, right? 4 we can write 1 into 4 also. Usually 1 we won't write. Minus 3y. Minus 3 into y. Further we cannot factorize this one. 4 into x into y. 4xy can be written as 4 into x into y. 100y square. Y square is changing to y into y, right? So this is the way of writing the factors. So when we are writing the factors, we cannot further factorize. Usually 1 you can omit. Everybody knows that nothing is written, 1 is present. So minus 3y. So anybody wants to write in this way, minus 1 into 3 into y, that is also correct only. So the commonly we know that minus 3 into y, textbook they are following minus 3 into y only, right? So this is the way of writing the terms as the product of factors. Let us do some examples. Identify the terms and their factors. Represent them by tree diagrams. So the first question is a cube minus 3a square. So what we should do? This is an expression. So we should write here expression a square minus a cube minus 3a square, right? Now we have to make the lines here. So what we should do means, what we should do here, draw the lines. Then what we should write? The terms. Here I'll write the first term, that is a cube, and here minus 3a square. So what is the name for this one? It is called terms. So first we have written expression, then comes terms. Now again we should write the factors. So how to draw the factors means, a cube how we are getting, that only we have to think. So a cube is getting by 3 times we are multiplying a. So I'll write one second line and the third line, right? So we'll draw like this, and we can write it below here green, okay, a and a. So when you are multiplying this one, we are getting a cube, right? Now what is the next one? Minus 3a square. How we are getting? In the same way we have to draw minus 3 we have to draw 3 times, minus 3a and a. So I'll make 3 lines again. Okay. So what I should do here? I should write minus 3a and a. Got? So a cube we are getting a into a into a. Further I cannot factorize this one. Minus 3a square can be written as minus 3 into a. So we are writing like this. This is called a tree diagram because lines we are using here. So here I identified first terms. Next, what is the term they have asked? Factors. So the names for this is factors only. So what is the first step? Expression to be written. What is the second step? Terms to be written, then factors. So I start from factors. Factors, product of the factors, we are getting terms, right? Product of the factors, we are getting the terms. Terms are added to get the expression. So what was the question for us? Identify the terms and their factors and represent them by tree diagram. So expression I have taken a cube minus 3a square. So here I should write name, label them properly. Terms a cube and minus 3a square. Factors, they are a into a and minus 3a square is minus 3a and a. So we have identified terms and factors of the given expression, and we have to draw the lines like this for getting the tree diagram. Next question, minus ab plus 2b square minus 3a square. So what is given in that one? That is expression only. So expression is minus ab plus 2b square minus 3a square. So the next step is write the terms only. So we are writing the heading, the terms label we have done. So the first term is minus ab. The second term, it is added 2b square. So 2b square is the second term. Minus 3a square is the third term. What is the next factors? So I'll write here factors. Okay, minus 1 a into b. Minus ab we cannot write it directly. Minus sign is there, so minus 1 should be shown, right? So 2b square, 2b into b. B square is b into b. Minus 1 into 3. One more line I should draw because minus 1 I have shown there. So it will be minus 1 into a, 3 into a, right? So 4 lines should be there. So a, again a, right? So the 4 factors are there for this one. So whenever any minus sign is there, minus 1 to be shown. Any no minus sign is there means we can write like that only. So here we can avoid minus 1 because 3 is number is there, some number is there. So you can write minus 3a into a. Better you write minus 1 only. So here no number is there, means not there, meaning is 1 is there only, but with a minus sign. So we have written minus 1 a b, and here plus sign only, 2 into b. Minus 3 is there, minus 1 into 3 a into a. Here both are correct only. If anybody wants to write minus 3 a also correct only, right? So expression, terms, factors. So here we are getting the terms and factors and how we are represented by using the tree diagram. Next question, minus 3xy plus 4x minus y. So what is the expression? Minus 3xy plus 4x minus y, no change. Next is, what is the next step? Terms. We are drawn by the lines because the tree diagram is asked. The first term is minus 3xy, the second term is 4x, then minus y. So what are the terms, what are the factors is the next point. Minus 3 into x into y, right? Minus 3 into x into y. 4x can be written as 4 and x, right? Next, minus y we will write as minus 1 into y. that means minus 1 and y only diagram. Into sign is not required, just write the number and letter only. Since minus 3, if anybody wants to write specifically minus 1 and 3 also, that is also correct. Simply we can write minus 3. Here no number is specified because we know that 1 is present with a negative sign, so we are writing that minus 1 into y. So this is the answer. By this today's class I am winding up. Practice. Thank you.